November 1965, 400 American soldiers land in the Ia Drang Valley, hot, suffocating, surrounded by 2,000 North Vietnamese troops. The odds impossible. This isn't Hollywood. It's the 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry's reality. Outnumbered 5 to 1, they're the first major US unit to face the North Vietnamese head on. Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore leads them, a promise in his heart, no man left behind. Journalist Joe Galloway is there too, not just reporting but fighting and saving lives. Their story, told in We Were Soldiers Once and Young, strips away politics, focusing on the raw terror and courage of the men on the ground. The film adaptation honors this truth, showing the chaos, the sacrifice, and the faces behind the numbers. Moore and Galloway's mission to ensure the fallen are remembered, their final moments told with honor. This is the story of Ia Drang bravery, loss, the brutal reality of war. 1965. America plunges deeper into Vietnam, driven by Cold War fears. Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore, a seasoned leader, commands the experimental 1st Cavalry Division, Airmobile, a unit built around helicopters for rapid, unpredictable strikes. Moore's promise, first on the battlefield, last to leave, no man abandoned. The Ia Drang Valley is chosen a key North Vietnamese infiltration route. Both sides see it as a proving ground, the NVA to test their resolve, the Americans to prove their new tactics. Moore's men are a cross-section of America, young, old, from every background. The film shows not just the soldiers but their families at Fort Benning, soldiers, wives, children, and the community they leave behind. War, the story reminds us, is never abstract. It's personal, touching lives far from the front. Moore's leadership is rooted in this understanding. His promise extends to every family waiting at home. November 14, 1965. Helicopters thunder into landing zone X-ray, dropping Moore's men into a maelstrom. Enemy fire erupts instantly. The NVA had been waiting. The clearing becomes a kill zone, bullets, explosions, chaos. Fewer than 400 Americans face over 2,000 NVA regulars. Air power is their lifeline, artillery, napalm. Huey is braving fire to deliver supplies and evacuate the wounded. The NVA's tactic, fight close, grab them by the belt buckle to neutralize American firepower. Platoons are cut off, radios fail, survival hangs by a thread. The film and book show both sides' humanity. North Vietnamese soldiers are not faceless. They fight with their own courage and loss. This balanced view is rare, honoring the shared sacrifice on both sides. In the Ia Drang Valley, the helicopter is both savior and target, a symbol of a new kind of war. While men fight in Vietnam, their families endure a different battle at home. At Fort Benning, every slow car or knock at the door could mean tragedy. In 1965, death notices arrive by taxi, impersonal, devastating. Julie Moore, Hal's wife, steps in, comforting widows and refusing to let them face grief alone. The film honors these women, their quiet strength, their community, their sacrifice. War's pain radiates far beyond the battlefield. The family's courage is a vital, often unseen part of the story. Day 2 at LZ X-ray. The American perimeter is crumbling. Ammo is low. A platoon is cut off. Moore calls Broken Arrow, the ultimate plea for help. Warplanes fill the sky. A storm of bombs and napalm. American napalm falls on their own men. The air assault breaks the NVA's momentum, buying precious time. Helicopters resupply the perimeter. Helicopters rescue and medevac the lost platoon. After 3 days, the NVA withdraws. Moore is the last to leave. 79 Americans killed, 121 wounded. NVA losses are far higher. Another battalion ambushed at LZ Albany, suffering even greater losses. Ia Drang's lesson long. Ia Drang's lesson costly. Ia Drang's lesson savage. Survival comes at a terrible price. Ia Drang is declared a US victory. Air mobility works but at a staggering cost. The North Vietnamese learn to fight close, setting the pattern for the war. Helmut survives, but the memories haunt him. With Joe Galloway, he spends years gathering stories from American veterans, from Vietnamese veterans, determined to honor every man lost. Their book, We Were Soldiers Once and Young, becomes a classic not for strategy but for its raw humanity. The film and book remind us war is fought by individuals, not statistics. Moore's promise first in last out becomes legend. Their story ensures the fallen of Ia Drang are never forgotten.